Hey guys, so watch this video for Tuesday, August 17th. Another incredibly boring day in the market. August trading is horrendous. Showing you the daily SPY, which of course we're breaking out to all-time highs because the Taliban's taken back over Afghanistan and there's a worldwide pandemic. So it only makes sense that the market is at all-time highs. Honestly, I'm kidding. I have no idea what's going on, but that's why I'm a day trader, right? Many days I'll finish the day and a neighbor or somebody will ask me, hey, how was the market today? And I won't even know, right? I won't even know if it was up or down because I just trade individual stocks and I'm in cash every night. But anyway, it's definitely a lot of news out there. So who knows? Maybe trading picks up. I actually heard a CNN reporter on the streets of Kabul today say, yes, they're standing behind me chanting death to America, but at the same time, they seem very friendly. I don't know. You talk about a head scratcher. So there's the summary of the world as we know it today. The most trusted name in news. All right. Anyway, so the SPY all-time highs. I literally had one like really decent trade today, and it wasn't even that decent. It was DYAI. Hold on. I have after hours on here. There. I called it over 5 here. I mentioned it in the video last night. I said if it breaks 5 today, we might take out Friday's high. And it did, pretty quickly. It came back down, kind of retested the buy zone, chopped around, and then had a bigger move. I had a decent trade in it, but not amazing. I had a really neat pullback play that a couple of us caught today in one of the, I guess it was a BLM stock, I think. But overall, I did almost nothing. I took a couple trades. Well, I probably had 3 or 4 trades. But it just, do not overtrade this low volume market. That's all I can say. All right, so real quick, what are we watching for tomorrow? I almost don't know if this should be on watch because RKT had a breakout and it's pretty much round tripped. You know what? All right, I'll leave it on watch, but I don't love it because whenever you have a breakout and then the very next day, it really kind of round trips all of the previous day's move. I don't really like it for a third day play, but I will put it on watch anyway. Doubt it'll give a setup anyway. This one isn't that pretty, but it's Triple D, had earnings and had a big rip and has been bleeding lower for now 4 days straight. Kind of sitting close to the 50-day. I actually took out the 50-day to the downside a little bit today, but I like to go to 60-minute candles and look for support when I'm looking for a bounce in something. And you could argue that, well, certainly 28 area, 20, there's some consolidation here to the left. 28 itself was resistance. And remember, I'm talking about an area, not an exact number, was resistance for quite a while, even back here, chopped around here, and then broke out. So it's certainly, if we get a sell-off down to the 28 area, it's kind of interesting for a bounce. But I am going to put this on bounce watch just because it's pretty beaten up after what seemed like a pretty good earnings report. So anyway, there's DDD. AHPI, one of the strongest stocks in the world just 3 days ago, and now it's just gotten really slapped down from above 16 to about $10. It's in that buy zone we look for, so that goes on bounce watch. BT, I wanted to throw one Bitcoin play on watch. It's kind of in that buy zone we look for, and if Bitcoin has any kind of strength, that'll be my go-to if it gives an A+ setup. KXIN is still just kind of, after this pop, still just kind of flagging sideways, so it goes on watch. FLGC probably shouldn't be on watch. It had a big breakout on Friday, then opened today and ripped, but then a nasty reversal. But in this area, it had a lot of consolidation for a good week or more in the 12 to 14 area. So if we do get an initial sell-off, I might look for a turn intraday down in that area. EVOK, looking for a third day play here. You had the big pop, quiet inside day, looking for a third day play. ORPH, there was a nice call in the chat room on this one today. It ended up, hang on. I've got to kind of zoom in and get that big day out of there so the candles aren't so smushed together. So here's the big 2-day run last week, few days lower, and then today it did close above its open. Today topped out at 552 and Friday 559. So, maybe back through the half through 550 tomorrow. Maybe we get some kind of a move. But again, you can see when I go out and include this big move back here, it doesn't even look like a chart, right? So anyway, that one goes on watch. MAGS. I want to say this was some kind of special dividend. Certainly got big volume and closed, I don't know, in the middle of its range maybe, but worth watching tomorrow for a follow-through day. DYAI, I like the daily chart here. It's holding up really well. Again, had a decent trade in that one today. RXT was on Bounce Watch today, and I missed it. Remember, it's just kind of my favorite setup is a break of the opening range, which it did. There's the early high, 1357, which it did right here, but it kind of came from the low of day to get there, and I didn't, the market had me asleep most of the day. I didn't even see this happen. I don't know if I would have taken it that time of day. Maybe I would have. Tokyo play somewhere in there in anticipation of the high day, but I didn't get it. But a decent move, really, all things considered. And it topped out today at 1394 and Friday at 1404. So, maybe a break of that 2-day high or something. I'll put it on watch for a follow through of the bounce. CVV. By the way, as I'm going through this list, I almost hate it. This is it's terrible trading environment. It just volume wise, and I don't see any really good setups as I'm going through this. And and these were my picks of all of them. So CVV kind of interesting in that it topped at the half, had the big rip on Friday, kind of a quiet inside day today. So maybe over 550 tomorrow, or one of our A+ intraday setups if it's holding up okay. And a couple more. DLPN is gapping in after hours. As I'm talking, it's trading at 1090 after closing at 956. So I think maybe they had earnings, and then so I want to watch that one for a potential gapper tomorrow. And LMFA, probably earnings as well. It's trading at 564 right now in after hours. So they're another potential gapper. We'll add other gappers to this list as well in the pre-market. And, don't overtrade this market and cut your size down a bit. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm done babbling. I'll see you in the chat room tomorrow.